don't know why I always have so many problems with those names.
Matt
Jason.
Goretzka.
Thank you.
Goretzka. Ernesto Bayaua.
There you go.
It's early, folks.
Man.
Early in the morning here on day 2 of the U.S. Amateur Championship, but we are here in the Sunshine State.
And it's
We're live
shining.
from Strokers, Palm Harbor. Alvin is
Oh.
wide awake after
Oh,
a
yeah.
night of good rest, and
Sure.
be bringing you some live coverage here all day.
That's gonna
Ernesto
happen.
currently at the table.
That is definitely going to happen. And my co-commentator, Jason Bowman, how are you this morning, my good friend?
Fantastic, brother.
Wonderful. Great to be here with you. Great to be at the U.S. Amateur Championships. Thanks to the APA, the poolplayers.com, the governing body of amateur pool. We want to thank the whole team for being here, and as well as Strokers Billiards here in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. We're going to have some great pool today, Jason. I mean, this is the day here. So
I was just kind of going back through yesterday's results. It looks like most of the perennial contenders are still undefeated. Brian Parks, Raymond Linares, Henry Broad all undefeated. Robert Hall sustained a loss to Henry.
yes.
Kenny Brisbane still undefeated. David Rowell undefeated. And probably the big news of day 1, Alvin, is that former champion Bruce Choice went 2 and out. Of course, we saw him in the opening match of the stream, and
He seemed really...
he followed that up with another loss, so it just kind of
He seemed rattled.
illustrates how difficult the competition is here.
Yes, it is.
At this event. A former champion comes in and loses 2-0, and hopefully he's at the beach today because it's beautiful out there, Alvin.
Man, it is nice today, buddy.
Looks like, so the other thing that was notable yesterday, this young kid, Seth, and I'm going to mispronounce his name, but it won't be the first time, I'm sure. What's Seth's
one of my
last
moves.
name? He sent Ernesto to the one-loss
That's why we're
bracket.
seeing him this morning.
Krafzik?
Yeah, we got a lot of complex names.
But here on the TV table, you got Ernesto Bayaua and Matt Goretzka from
Yes, sir.
Portage, Michigan. Matt's from Portage, Michigan.
Ernesto's
Ernesto's out of Houston, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Again, if you're just tuning in, live round coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship.
Yes, sir. So Ernesto's shooting stripes from what I can see.
Looks like we opened in the 8-ball set. Of course, this is a race to 7. You see these guys play 5 games of 8-ball before they switch over to the 9-ball set, where they may play as many as 8 depending on how things progress. Kind of a quiet morning here at Strokers. Everybody's just kind of getting going. Of course, we had the 9 o'clock round.
Yeah, it's always the same. This is nice, quiet morning and good pool.
Everybody trying to hang on to the final day, trying to make it through this. What'll be a long day of matches.
Yeah, he got the 8-ball funny there. So he is really needing to be a little bit more to the right with the cue ball when he lands. Needs to be real close to the 1 ball. Yeah, he's in trouble here. This is not good. I don't really see a pocket for the 8-ball at all. He's gonna have to go into this cluster, this 5-2, 5-8 here. He's gonna have to break into this thing. Okay, he went in the side pocket. Maybe he can shoot it down table. He's definitely got a hard shot if he can shoot this ball. It's gonna be very, very, very touchy, very skilled shot here you're gonna see, folks. Yeah, he needs all the room possible. He's gonna have to back way up, wind up for this one. He's gotta hit it just oh so soft too, because that pocket is really, really small for this 8-ball, really small. It's almost, you know, it's almost not gonna be able to make this ball, but I've seen this guy play some amazing shots, so if anybody's gonna make it, Ernesto will here. Nice.
Wow.
Man, that was a great shot.
Beautiful.
Great shot.
Ernesto
1-0.
off to a good start there.
Let me get my graphics fixed up. So those people might be interested in how to get into this event.
Yeah, we've had quite a few folks sending us private messages. I know a lot of the commenters asking. So the entry window for the 2018 U.S. Amateur Championship opened on Wednesday with the start of the event. You can go to usamateurchampionship.com. You can get registered for the preliminary rounds. If you place well enough at the preliminary rounds, you'll come here to sunshine and blue waters of the Tampa Bay area, where we'll put you up at the DoubleTree Suites there on Rocky Point. Nice, beautiful view of the Tampa Bay. And of course, you can compete against the best players, amateur players in the country. So go ahead and go to usamateurchampionship.com and get signed up for next year's event. It'll be here before you know it.
Bayaua.
Bayaua.
Okay, I got it now. 4 or 5 years being around the guy, I got it. All right. All right, back to the action. Okay, I did not see which balls he is hitting, but he's studying the rack. He's got a lot of problem balls here. I mean, this is evident that he must have really crushed the break, and he was on the right side of the table, on the same side he's on now. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see where he breaks from next time, if there is a next time. Because old Matt could break and run the set here.
Matt hasn't had much of an opportunity yet, has he?
Not yet. You never know, man. Miss one ball, you can get beat up on this in this tournament. I've seen it happen, Jason. Miss one ball and lose a set.
Ernesto waiting on the gentleman on the table next to him to complete his shot.
At the pro level, it comes down to who wins the lag and who wins the set at sometimes.
Thank you.
Believe that?
Water, please.
That's how strong the players are play. It's whoever wins the lag and gets the very first shot wins the tournament, because they're like, nobody misses. All right, my friend here. How you doing, buddy? Good. Good. Gonna do some commentary today? All right, let me know later rounds. I'll definitely. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, when you get time. Good commentator right there.
We've had a lot of
Roberto
folks, a lot of guys
Martinez.
that are in the tournament come in, sit with you. And
yeah, this is the day where
nice.
It gets a little easier.
Always good to hear listen to some of these guys, kind of watch
yeah.
the matches and get their insight firsthand.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they get sick of listening to me talk, so I love having other people come in here.
The sweet sounds of Alvin Nelson.
Yeah, right. I'm really having a great time, though, so I think everybody should show up at this tournament. I can't say it enough. If you don't participate, then take a vacation and come down and watch 5 days of great pool here at Strokers. Jose Del Rio's wonderful room here. And we're at 1-0 in favor of Ernesto Bayaua. There we go, Bayaua.
Now seeing Matt Goretzka at the table. Thank you. Great staff here at Strokers, keeping us hydrated.
Oh, man, they're on it. They're sharp, too. They keep track of like 20, 30 different people, man.
Yeah, she's been great, too, this whole
Beth.
time.
She's been here every year.
Come here to Strokers, ask for Beth.
Yeah, you'll get it done right, that's for sure. All right, he's going to shoot on this 9 ball. Now he's coming iced out of the chair, man. That's a tough spot to be in. He does have a shot on this stripe up in the corner, but then he's in a real predicament here to get another shot. He's got to run into the 8 ball and basically knock the 8 ball out into the center of the table. He didn't. Yeah, he just played a little safety. That's smart. Smart play there. Matt Goretzka from Portage, Michigan, age 36.
Goretzka.
Goretzka. Yeah, I'm not going to get him right. Just I'm going to say Matt G. Okay, so, yeah, like, he's played some Vegas Masters, MVP a few times. See what he can do here. Ernesto gets back to the table, looking at this.
Looks like he plays out of the Comstock Q Club up there in Portage, Michigan. Not a place I'm familiar with, but
yeah,
maybe some folks from there tuning in.
Michigan's a huge state, man. Wow.
I hear there's a lot of lakes.
Man, it's like as big as Florida. It's crazy. Take you like 10 hours to drive across the thing. It's
really
insane. Man, to get to the Upper Peninsula, yeah. It's
I've
a
only been to
serious
Detroit.
drive. Maybe like 8 hours.
I've only been to Detroit.
Well, he is sure orange here, Matt. I like orange shirts. That's good. Is that a U.S. amateur shirt? I think it is. No, you guys never did an orange one, did you?
I don't believe so.
No, that would be a good one to do, though. It looks like one, doesn't it? See the name and everything on it?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's an APA shirt is what it is. It's his APA shirt.
You see a lot of APA shirts here, Alvin. Come on.
Of course.
Of course, you're not required to be an APA member to participate in this event. One of the few events that we offer that are open to both members and non-members. So even if you don't currently play in an APA league, you can register for preliminary round for next year's U.S. Amateur Championship, which you can do right now at usamateurchampionship.com. First year we've opened that entry window up early, Alvin. It generally doesn't open until April, but we figured with all the folks tuning in and asking, how do I play?
Sure.
Go ahead and just open it up.
There you go.
With the start of the event. Seemed to make sense.
It's evolution, man. That's what a good company does. It evolves and changes and gets better. I've seen companies that don't evolve. So you guys are doing a good job.
Blockbuster, how are they doing these days? Matt Goretzka still at the table here. He's plotting his next move.
Yeah, he really has nothing here. He probably just going to roll his stripe up against the stripe in the 8-ball and just make it complex for Ernesto to get out. Okay, Ernesto has a shot on this 3-ball in the side pocket, although that's a very difficult shot. But that should get him out to he probably wants to use the 6-ball to get to the 8. So his next shot's going to be either the 5 or the 1, depending on how the roll gets. I would imagine he'll shoot the 5, then the 1. No, he'll maybe shoot the 1 in the top left, and then the right hand top will go to the 5, and he'll roll down for the 6. Roll up for the 8 in the bottom right hand pocket. Okay, so he's going to shoot the 6. Oh, okay, I see. He's got the 4-ball there. It's his problem ball. Yeah, he's not going to be able to shoot that ball. So now he has to shoot the 6-ball. Oh, he wants to try to. Yeah, he can't do that shot. There's no way he can go past that 1. Let's try a different camera angle here. Well, he's sure shooting it like he's doing something here. What's he doing? Oops. Let's play to safety. Put the cue ball up at the top of the table to take away any shot on the stripes. There is a shot. It's a cross corner bank here, cross bank. I don't know if I know he might hit the stripe down there by the 8-ball. He tried that. There might be a little window he can shoot that ball. We'll see. Maybe he can clear the 8. I can't tell. He's going into this, yeah, back ball. It's a good shot. That's all he had, really.
Again, these guys are going to play 5 games of 8-ball here, so a little bit slower pace early on. Get through 5 games of 8-ball, and we'll shift to the 9-ball set where things generally speed up a little bit.
Yes. Well, this is more of a strategy game, so there's a lot of thinking involved.
One of the cool
Different
things
paths.
about the U.S. Amateur Championship, kind of that combination format, 8-ball, 9-ball.
Definitely.
Very similar to what's going to be, well, very similar to what's already used at our Masters Championship. I know we've mentioned a couple times, Alvin, the new Team Captain Championship that's APA is going to be putting on in August at our World Championships. And that, too, will be a combination of 8-ball and 9-ball.
Excellent. That sounds really fun.
Should be pretty cool. Plus about 60 grand for it, total payout. So
I know.
should be
I wanna
another
come
great
and work
event.
with you guys.
I don't know how they fit the tournament department fit another championship into the 10 days that were there and the 5 that we already had, but somehow they did it. So
I think you need a second video tech with you on that event. You have to keep me in mind, man. All right.
today, Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, man.
All right.
I stand, man.
Nice.
Hand on my heart.
Shout out to all you veterans out there. I want to make sure
yeah.
we thank you for your service and your dedication. We are, of course, very grateful for that.
For sure, for sure. I don't know who that is. What's that? No doubt, she knows. Uh-oh. Well, this could be the opening Ernesto's needed. He's got to really come with the ball here on this 6-ball shot. And what's tough is he's shooting right at his opponent's pocket. That can add to the difficulty of the shot, believe it or not. Because he's right on the rail, pretty close to the rail, and the 6-ball's got to go all the way across the table, so the pocket's so small here, and he's got to hit it just the right speed. Too fast, it jostles. Too slow, it hits the rail. It sits up right in front of the hole. So, in 9-ball, it's a little bit more risky. See if he shoots it. I'm sure he's going to. He doesn't want to, though. I can see he's trying to find something else, anything but this shot.
Some folks asking about specific players in the tournament. We remind you to go to compusport.ca.
Yes.
And you can follow anyone you'd like here in the tournament.
Yeah, he's shooting another shot. He is not shooting that ball. I don't blame him. He's going to just get this one out of the way and make sure that his opponent doesn't have a shot. Try to put the one somewhere where he can make it. He went a little too far with the 1 ball, but that's okay.
Gone ahead and pinned the link to CompuSport. Again, you can check out the brackets, see who's undefeated. You can search a specific player. You can actually download that to your phone as an app. Make things a little bit easier on yourself.
I'll tell you what the shot is. He's going to kick this 11 ball out of there and try to roll down behind this 8 ball and freeze up to the backside of the 8 ball. Or he's going to shoot at this 11 all the way across table, which is a risky shot now. He's playing a nice slow shot. There he goes, just like that. He missed it, though. He tried to dive down underneath of it. Still not a bad shot. Ernesto's once again got to really shoot this 1 ball. He can make the 1 ball. I think he's gonna try at this one. Just because he might try to bank it. I don't know. Okay, he's gonna shoot the other ball. I didn't realize he had an avenue there. twice. Uh-oh. Got lucky there. You could see Matt has, tapped his hand on his knee. He's happy for Ernesto to make that shot. These guys are good sports.
One of my favorite things about this event is you see the displays of sportsmanship.
Yeah.
All over, all the time.
It's because there's no prize money.
Right.
There's just a trophy and prestige, man, an event title.
I would say it's definitely a different class of player that participates in this event. It's, like you mentioned, they're not here to win, 10 grand or what have you.
That would
of course,
change the event.
There's some great prizes that
they
would
win,
make it
different,
but
man.
they're really here for the title, right?
The
and the
vibe would be
experience
different.
And it's funny, too. I know, like, a lot of the commenters, or we've seen a lot of messages on Facebook about Brian Park specifically, right? And it's kind of funny to me, the people that say, well, he really shouldn't be there. He's won so many times. And I think if you were to survey all the guys in this event, the 127 other guys, they all want him here because none of them want to win the U.S. Amateur Championship that he wasn't in.
Exactly.
And
we're all
Alvin, you
here.
won the 2017 U.S. Amateur Championship. Congratulations. Was that the one Brian Parks was? No, he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to win an event that Brian Parks isn't going to be at. Come on.
Yeah, because then you're instantly, he can probably
cracks me up. Seriously. Ask these guys. They want to beat the best. And that's what it's about here. All right, Ernesto with an early 2-0 lead in this race to 7.
Yes,
to
sir.
see our third of 5 games of 8-ball here. 3 of 5.
Get our score bug up. There it is.
Again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship.
That's correct.
Brought to you by the American Poolplayers Association.
Absolutely.
Here from Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida.
See the speed on that? That's what I was saying.
Freddie Shrimp.
Yes. The speed on that was perfect, and he put both them balls in the corner pocket there. That was a great speed, side ball break. That's exactly what I was talking about. The highest level players play, and they don't get on the 50-yard line. I saw that a lot. Excuse me. I saw that a lot last night. Ernesto, or no. Henry and David, they never got on the 50-yard line on the 9-ball. The 8-ball. They were always had an angle to hit it. So that's the level up at the amateur level. Ernesto plays at that level I'm talking about. You could tell by the way that he hit that 8-ball break. It was perfect. And yes, he did break from the right side of the table. Should be pretty easy for him here on out. Kind of an interesting layout there. He's got a path to take care of all the balls up table and then head down table. The 8-ball's a little funny because there's blockers all around it. Well, we'll see what Ernesto, see how well he can maneuver through this rack. He's just loving this kind of rack, man. This is just like eating a donut in the morning. This is just great. Donut and coffee, man. These pool players, they love stuff like this. They get to let their stroke out a little bit, and maneuver around, and look like superstars on TV. And their family can watch back home if they go to Facebook APA page. There's a live feed.
Or our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Available on both.
Just search for APA Leagues on YouTube. You should see the little live icon.
Of course, all these matches will live on YouTube after the event, so if you want to go back and check those out, or the players want to go back and check those out, they certainly can.
We're going over to VidMe. That's a new service, VidMe. Oh, man. Wow, that was like, he stood right up on that ball. Well, Ernesto, have a seat for now. See if Matt can. Matt just can't believe he's at the table, for one thing. guarantee that. See him shaking it off. He's like, I'm iced, and I can't believe I'm on the table. See what I can do here. I'm reading his mind, Jason, just to let you know.
I gathered as much.
No, probably not. Yeah, this guy's just played a really nice looking shot there. I can tell that he does actually know what he's doing and has a good chance of running this rack. Tell by the way that he's shooting the balls. We'll see. Oh, yep, that side pockets on this table are so tiny. That's what Ernesto missed into. They're so crazy. You have to hit the exact center. So Ernesto does not have a shot on the 8-ball, as I figured would happen. So we'll see if he gets out his little jump stick. See how he lines up. Looks at the angle. Now he's stretching up over the table. That makes this more difficult. But this is a makeable shot. The 8's a little bit far away from the pocket for it to really not jaw in the pocket. And he knows that if he jumps this ball and it misses, it's going right in the pocket. Or it's going to be sitting right in the pocket after the shot if he misses. Possibly. He's tall enough, though, to be able to pull this off. Yeah, he doesn't like it at all. He doesn't like it at all. He's going to kick at this ball. So he's looking at a path to kick. He probably just wants to try to mess up his opponent's. He wants to bring a couple of his opponent's balls together here to make it more difficult, if anything. He's kicking one rail into the 8, hoping to put the 8 in the bottom right-hand pocket. This is just like a Hail Mary. Please, shot. Missed it. Ball in hand. The reason why he missed it is because the 8 is so far away from the rails. It's just laying out there in the middle of the table. It's tough to hit that ball. Side pocket, side pocket. Shoot the 15 in the top right. He may shoot the 13 next. It's good how he's doing this. Looking at all the angles, looking at the, walking around a little bit. Huh. Yeah, I was figuring he was going to shoot this ball next. Easy to rattle. Yeah, his stroke's off and he's jumping up. He's nervous. You can tell he's really nervous. See how he's holding himself, holding his arm. Yep. It's a lot of pressure playing Ernesto on the TV table, especially the first round in the morning of the second day, which is the L side. One of these guys goes home, seriously, or goes to the beach. So. Once again, Ernesto has no shot. That's what happens when you miss that 8-ball when the opponent has all his balls on the table. If he doesn't get right out, man, you're going to be trying to shoot around his balls the whole time. Got to make that ball, make that 8-ball. He left it sitting up right there. That's fine.
Doug Johnson, Stephen Allison, table 4.
So you've had some guests on yesterday?
Had Robert Martinez, he commentated a match with me, and then
I know we had Raymond on yesterday, Raymond Linares.
Jeff Abernathy stepped in for about the last 5 racks of Henry versus David, which took about 2 hours. But
David, which David?
Raul.
Okay. Was it Henry David or Henry Robert?
Oh, yeah, Robert Hall.
Okay,
That's right.
yeah.
I mix all these guys up.
Henry sent Robert to the one-loss bracket last night.
Yeah, I've been 3 days, 4 days of jamming on this show. I'm getting a little spaced out here. Try to stay focused.
All right. Matt with an opportunity to get on the board here.
Yes.
Goretzka.
Yeah, I'm going to let you. I just
Say
call
it.
him Matt Goretzka.
Goretzka.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah. I can't pronounce words today for some reason. It's like something's going on. I must be getting Alzheimer's or something. Be 41 in a couple days, so.
Matt Goretzka.
Man, he almost missed
picks
that
up
ball.
his first win.
He almost missed that ball.
Cuts Ernesto's lead in half. We got a tight
Yes,
one
sir.
here.
Yep. Yep. Good pull today. Good pull. And we hope you're all enjoying the stream out there.
About 600 and some odd number of you
Nice.
tuning in right now.
Saturday morning, they're eating their
Having
cereal.
some Cheerios
Yep.
and U.S. Amateur Championship.
Cereal in their pajamas on the couch. Jammies.
Oh, hopefully they're not down here, because if they're down here and they're not in this room, they should be out at the beach, because it's
No doubt.
beautiful today.
Well, there's probably 6 or 7 people watching the stream while in the room,
Yeah, we
which happens
we
all
tend
all
to
the
see
time.
quite a bit of that.
Well, you can see the angles better. We got all the cameras on the ceiling here, so
Matt Goretzka.
we should get it
turns
up
over
on the main
table to
TV.
Ernesto.
They did that last year. Remember, they had it on the TV.
I'm finna to turn that on the Florida game here in a minute.
Flowdy.
Although it's probably going to be
See?
an ugly one.
You're a Florida guy. We got to open up an APA Southern compound.
Oh, I've been pushing to move the entire mothership down here for
Well, hey,
a
you
long
gotta-
time, but
You got a worker down here to help make it happen.
we got
Right here,
60
this guy.
some odd employees in St. Louis that
Yeah.
don't all necessarily agree with that
I
philosophy.
love the
but
cold. I love the snow. What do you mean, Florida? It's too hot down there. Okay, Ernesto. This is pretty much an Ernesto shot. So once again, he's going to have an opportunity here. He's got the 3 balls a little messed up. But
Robert Balderson's having waffles in his underwear. He wants you to know it there, Alvin. Thanks, Robert. Alvin put a big smile on Alvin's face.
yeah, we're going to have some fun today,
Frank
folks.
Johnson's on his way to work, working hard today.
I hope
Frankie.
you're not texting and driving, Bubba.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little
Watching
scary.
and driving.
I hope you're on like a bus or something and not driving. Orville's on his throne. I like that too. Not sure if
Funny
that's a
guys.
chair or a toilet seat, but his throne nonetheless.
Yep, jammies and cereal.
Meanwhile, Ernesto surveying the table here.
The one guy told me he was watching the stream from his work, which was he worked at a cryogenics lab. He's watching from a cryogenics lab. I asked him if he would cryogenically freeze my head for future.
And his response was,
Sure,
okay.
absolutely. Come on in. We'll lop her off. Deep freeze. That's what happened to Walt Disney. His head's cryogenically frozen, as well as Ted Williams. Hold on, I got to talk to my mom real quick.
This is a race to 7 games here in the men's division, or the open division. Ernesto Bayaua at the table, currently leading 2-1. This is the 4th of 5 games of 8-ball that you'll see before they switch over to the 9-ball set.
My mom's mad I never call her. All right. We've been busy, Jason. This has been non-stop work, action. You guys have been doing great, man. Your team is awesome. Now, Ernesto, please. Not that I'm rooting for him, but I just don't want to see him do this, miss the 8-ball again. He took a little extra time on that. I think that might be his Achilles heel. thinks a little too much on the 8-ball, that makes sense.
Ernesto takes a 3-1 lead as Matt Goretzka prepares the final rack of 8-ball. Again, race to 7.
There it is.
You're watching a match on the 1-loss bracket, so one of these two players will be heading home after the event. The other will move on.
Now watch how he breaks the balls. Nice, about a 4 speed into the side ball, and watch how the balls all just go right at the pockets. He hit that a little hard there. Hit it just a touch too hard. It's such a fine line. No. It's such a fine line on that second ball break. He just barely hit it a little too hard. When he hits, you maybe not have seen it, but the audience probably saw that last rack he hit. It just was perfect speed. And everything went in the holes, everything set up around. And he just missed the 8-ball, or he would have broken ran that rack.
Just confirm for a few of you that are asking, yes, these are 9-foot tables.
4.5 by 9,
And
Brunswick.
someone asked who sent Ernesto to the 1-loss bracket. He actually lost his first-round match against Seth. I can't even attempt to pronounce his last name.
Let's spell it. That's what I always do.
Krafzik.
Nice.
Krafczik.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll go with Seth
We'll go with that.
Krafzik. He's out of Nebraska. So, yeah, he made some early round noise, knocking Ernesto immediately into that
Boom.
1-loss bracket.
That's
so.
a shocker. That's a
Again, you can
shocker.
follow all the results on CompuSport.ca. That link is pinned to the top of the comments section here, so click on that. See who's who and where they are. Follow your favorite player.
Yes.
Follow Brian Parks'
BP.
Strive to 5.
Drive for the 5.
So here's the thing, though. So I looked that up yesterday.
He made that up.
No, he didn't make it
He
up.
stole it.
The Patriots used that in 2016, Drive for 5. So,
I'm
but here's what
calling
we'll
him
do.
out on that.
We'll do Strive for 5.
Strive for the 5.
How about
I
Strive
like
for 5? So
I
it's
like
original.
That. Okay, good.
Brian Parks
I'm gonna
and the
call him out on
Strive
that,
for
though.
5. Yeah, that's not original.
Yeah, I'm going to call him out on that.
Brian Parks and the Strive for 5.
He looks like Darren Appleton, and I mentioned that during one of the matches. And he told me that somebody else told him that he looked like Darren that the woman told, hey, oh, you're that guy. You're that one guy on Moscone Cup. He's like, no. Who? Funny. His head's bald now. So who's your Florida Gators playing?
Playing South Carolina today, and man,
Carolina.
they've had a rough year, so I'm not expecting a good outcome in that. But I still got to watch because that's the kind of fan I am.
Sure, you're dedicated.
They'll have a new coach coming in next
How
year,
could they
hopefully
win?
a big name. So
How could they win if you didn't watch?
Well,
You know?
I don't know. They've been losing with me watching. Maybe I'll be
Oh.
better if I don't watch. You never know.
Yeah.
But
Might be putting the oogly boogly
I'll
down
keep
on
one
them.
eye on the match and one eye on the score.
Wow, that is going to be really interesting to see. How
Go
you do
Gators!
that.
I like you, Diane Ramirez.
You'll have to. Your eyes are going to be completely separate on the other sides of your head, looking different ways.
Well, I figure with this TV setup here,
Yes.
monitor here, I should be
Perfect.
good.
Perfect. To plan for that better next year.
All right, so Ernesto back at the table here. Ernesto Bayaua, Houston,
Bayaua.
Texas, former
A lot of pool in
U.S.
Texas.
amateur champion.
What's your top 3 APA states?
Top 3 APA states?
gotta be Florida.
Florida, number 1.
Wow. More
and
than
then
Texas.
and Illinois.
Illinois?
Right in there. Oh, well, Illinois is a huge state for us.
Wow. What about Ohio?
Maryland, Virginia, both big states.
I bet Ohio's
our
pretty
biggest league is in Baltimore, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Connecticut's a huge state, our second largest league up there.
Wow.
Ohio's a big state, yes.
Sure.
Really, you know, anywhere east of the Mississippi is pretty big.
Jam-packed with people.
It gets a little more sparse through the mountains. And then you got, you know, we're pretty good on the West Coast again there. So still some good APA markets out there, though. If you go to our website and you go to the franchise section, you can see some of those markets out there. I know, like Corpus Christi, Texas is a good one.
I would love to own an APA franchise. Wow.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin's one that's still out there. So some good markets still available.
Man, I'm praying for the APA gods.
Of course, we're always talking to folks overseas now that want to get involved with APA. And
I have a lot of connections with the Chinese pool leagues over there. I did some events with those guys. The government, basically.
China's
go
an
over there
interesting
anytime I want.
dynamic to try to set up a
They told me
business.
to come over there and stay for 3 or 4 months if I wanted to.
Right.
They'll pay me really good. I just don't know if I want to go, you know. So anyway, back to the match. Let's focus. He's going airborne here. Going into the 4th dimension. Oh my gosh, that was like a 5th dimension shot, man. That was awesome. That was perfect. Cannot hit a better jump shot than that. Man, this guy, he's nervous, I can tell during this match. He is not playing at his highest level. And maybe he will as he gets warmed up here, because I could tell he was maybe a little jittery first couple racks. And I'll tell you, caffeine and the energy drinks will do that to you.
Yeah,
Caffeine,
well, we've talked about
coffee.
the impact playing on the stream table has. Obviously, you've got spectators generally gather up top and watch live, and then kind of knowing that the folks back home are watching always adds a little bit of an unknown element to the match, how they'll handle that particular pressure.
I would not be eating or doing anything but drinking water in the morning before I played one of these matches.
David, they call APA in China APA in China. That's exactly what we call it. Yeah.
They have
somebody asking about that. APA in China is exactly what it's called. Currently no leagues over in China at the moment, but
well, as soon as I get over there, man.
A lot of leagues in Japan, though. We've got a lot of APA leagues in Japan.
Japan's a very advanced country.
Of course, known over there as the JPA.
JPA, nice.
My friend Nori.
Man, I've been to Japan. I'm going to have to go back over there. And
Noriyuki Nanjo running our league over in Japan.
Got to get my passport renewed.
All right. Matt Goretzka, again, trailing by just 1 game. We're through the 5 games of 8-ball. We're going to now move into the 9-ball set.
9-ball. All right. Somebody's giant head. Three to 2, folks. We're racing to 7 here at Strokers Palm Harbor, Florida. U.S. Amateur Championships. I'm Mega Boy. I'm here with Jason Bowman, the fearless leader of the APA clan.
One of the fearless leaders. Lots of APA leaders.
You're a true leader, man. You have great leadership too. I'm not just telling you that. I observed it. It's good leadership, buddy.
I appreciate that.
I'm sure you've done some extensive homework on that subject. Or maybe you're just naturally that way. So, but
you're
you're
making
here.
me blush.
Well, I got to give you props when it's due, man. I'm not going to talk and tell anybody behind your back. I'll tell you to your face, man.
David, you want to make it the IPA? IPA, I think I've heard that somewhere before. Yeah. Beer me another,
It's
brother.
good beer, man. Samuel Smith's. Got to give them a shout out, man. All right. Well, that is one orange shirt. I think it's messing up the chip on my camera here.
I dig it.
It's going super orange.
I'm an orange and blue kind of guy, so I
me
dig it.
too, man. I love orange. Not because of the Gators, but I love orange and blue. All right. All right, Mr. Ernesto, show us what you got.
Ernesto plays with a Tim Monk Custom Q.
Huh, interesting.
Oh, I'm
Tim
sorry.
Monk.
He wanted to say hello to Tim Monk,
Okay,
Custom Qs.
yeah, I was going to say I didn't know Tim made cues.
He's got about 3 different custom Q makers
He's
that
over in the
saying hello to.
Philippines. Wonder if Ernesto's from Philippines. Not sure where he's from. Because that's where
This
Tim
is
Monk
nice.
is.
So Ernesto mentioned, I'm not sure he fully understood the bio question, but under honors, he said, my country and servicemen and women. So I'm assuming he was honoring his servicemen and
Yes.
women, and how
Okay.
appropriate on Veterans Day
Good way to
do that.
good way to interpret that question.
Yeah, I like that.
There's a yeah, I never thought of that. You could think about it like that. But as far as his personal honors go, I think he's won this event several times.
One time.
One time? Okay, that was
But
the first
one
year
is
we
enough.
filmed it, 2011 or 10. Can't remember. Ernesto. He's looking good. He's only got the 8 balls, the only problem ball, really.
Memory serves correct. He was the 2011 champion.
2011,
Raymond
okay.
was 10, Ernesto
Yes.
11.
2011 was the first year Inside Pool worked with you, with APA. So,
They are playing on 9-foot tables, Steven.
wow, this is my 7th U.S. Amateur
that right?
Championships. Wow.
Were you
Man.
working with us over at the other strokers?
No.
Okay.
No.
Of course, there used to be 2 strokers locations.
Yes,
One was
there
in Tampa.
I remember that, though. I lived down here.
That's where we
during
originally were hosting the event before we moved over here in 2000.
that. Palm Harbor.
I guess 2011 we moved over here. Does that seem right?
Did Raymond win here?
I believe Raymond won at the old
Okay,
strokers.
so yeah, so Ernesto was 2011. You
Yeah.
guys moved. Okay, great. 7 years we've been here.
Suzanne Smith reminding us 2011.
Hi, Suzanne.
Suzanne, a former U.S. Amateur champion in the women's
Yeah,
division.
what a great person she is.
From up in the Northwest, I believe.
Great player. I'm surprised she's not here. But always next year. Nice shot, man. You're going to see this great play here from the 9-ball set. They get to really roll the ball around a lot more. Well, that wasn't good. He's pretty warmed up too, Mark, here, so it's kind of funny. It's going to be tough. He's going to have to, it depends on the angle. If he's right straight in, he can draw back. Oh, okay, he's shooting this ball. I got it. We're at 9-ball now, duh. That messes me up, man, going from 8-ball to 9-ball sometimes. Okay, so he's shooting the 6. He's going to go to the left-hand long rail, try to hit the 6 back up table where he's at and leave the cue ball down table, would be my guess. It's going to be tough controlling it, but if he rolls it, or he could just get it to roll behind the 8 and 9 and just have that as the blocker between the cue ball and the object ball. He's going to have to really control the cue ball and hit it nice and soft. I think he got away with it. No, you can see a little piece of this 6-ball. He may be able to pocket it. Oh, ball in hand. That's right.
Brandon, you qualify for the tournament by competing in a preliminary round, which are held in September. You can actually register at usamateurchampionship.com online right now. You'll be assigned to a preliminary round. If you place well enough at the preliminary round, you advance here to the championship rounds.
He's going to have to land real nice on this 8-ball. He's good. A little close to the rail, but he's okay. It's just going to have to be careful with what happens with the 9-ball here. If he draws it, doesn't hit the 9. He's going to hit the 9. Yep.
He's going to go ahead and concede the match out of frustration.
Okay.
Not something I normally agree with, but
that's the first indicator right there. That's where it all starts falling apart.
A little frustration there for Matt.
Can't do that. You just got to stay calm. It's good for a couple seconds, but then that agitation affects your muscles.
Now, in all fairness, the likelihood of Ernesto not running out there is slim, but
very true.
Again, make him shoot the shot.
I've seen him miss
make
it, man.
Shoot the shot.
I've seen him best player, and I've seen Shane Van Moning miss a ball right in the hole. So, all of them, Efren, Earl, they all miss the shots. Part of the game. So many factors. Sometimes there's dirt on. They hit where they pick up the ball with their hand and they get some grease on it. All kind of stuff goes on.
And we'll have to see here now how Matt responds after
he's hitting
a little
too
frustration.
Hard. Yeah, Ernesto's hitting him way too hard. He's excited. And sometimes your emotion will affect your opponent too. If your opponent sees you getting upset, that'll affect your own physiology or whatever you want to say. All those little things factor in. This is such a multi-dimensional game, man.
Again, if you're just joining us, you're watching live coverage of the U.S. Amateur Championship presented by the American Poolplayers Association. We are live here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, where it is a beautiful 78 degrees. The sun is shining.
This is true.
The breeze is blowing.
Oh, yeah, it's always windy over here.
The steel drums are playing.
Yep. Yep.
People are drinking fruity drinks.
Yeah,
it's
fruity
spectacular.
Drinks. Sandals everywhere. A lot of coconuts and stuff. Coconuts with straws in them. That's what up north people litter those Polar Pop cups on the ground. Up here they litter coconuts with the straw in it. You see that in the street.
You're watching Ernesto Bayaua, who's leading 4-2 over Matt Goretzka of Portage, Michigan. So David asks, why does APA not pay any money out for this event? So we get that question a lot related to this event.
It would ruin the event.
Well, it's just we're going for something different here. You got to remember, this event is 2 decades old now. And, well, first of all, we pay out $2 million a year in pool tournaments. So we do that too, but here we wanted it to be about something else. We wanted it to be about sportsmanship. We wanted it to be about class. We wanted it to be something different than what already existed. And, you know, at the time that they created this event, Alvin, a lot of folks said, that's not going to work. You're not going to have a pool tournament. Nobody's going to come to a pool tournament with no prize money. But, you know, we have nearly 2,000 players that try to qualify for this event. You got 128 of the top players here. And they do get some great prizes, right? Of course, we talk a lot about the massive sculpture, the U.S. Amateur Championship trophy that is more piece of art than trophy. And they advance to the U.S. Open. Of course, we take care of all the expenses related to that.
Get a $1,000 hotel room looking over the Tampa Bay for a week, that's for sure.
So just
breakfast 2 days in a row.
Sure.
I mean, everything.
Oh yeah. So we, you know,
practice on the tables, no table time. Come in here at 8 a.m. Practice as much as you want.
Now, David, I'm not going to debate economics with you.
Yeah, let's not talk
of
about
what's
that.
made and what's not made.
Let's not talk about that. We're having
I have
fun.
that conversation a lot with folks.
I'll tell you what.
They tend to forget a lot of times some of the expenses that go into running a business and a championship and all the different events. So it's sometimes convenient to throw out numbers when you really don't have any basis for them. But
I'll tell you that
we're confident that our payouts exceed anybody in the billiard industry and really amateur sports in general. So we're quite pleased with what we do overall, and we're pretty pleased with what we've created with the U.S. Amateur Championship. We realize that's not for everyone, and David, maybe it's not for you, and that's okay, brother. But we're glad to see you still tuning in.
Yeah, not one of these people wants paid in this tournament. It's not even a thought in their head.
Back to the action on the table after the little public service announcement brought to you by Jason Bowman.
Good shot.
I love. Love it. All right.
Let me observe here and see what he's doing.
Matt Goretzka, again trying to
Man.
pull a little bit closer in this match.
That guy's losing, whoever's in that camera number 2, because all I see is his head in that camera, so he must not be playing. Yeah, he's got to shoot rail first. I'm trying to see which ball that is. Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing there. Ernesto's going to get a ball in hand on that one. Oh, okay. I thought that was the. I thought he was. I thought the 5 ball was the 1 ball. I'm sorry. Not sure what. He's on the 3 now. There it is. Okay. Our monitor is about smaller than a postcard. With this traveling setup here, we'll make sure we have another display monitor next year. Usually do. So we'll be able to call it a little bit better. Yeah, 3s, this is a tough shot here. Yeah, he just played a safety. That's a smart move. It didn't roll where he wanted it to. He grabbed that chalk up like he wasn't happy. He's moving a lot on his follow through. Watch his head move when he hits the ball. That slows the cue ball down at the end of the. It's like a baseball player. If a baseball player would throw a pitch and then hold his arm back after he threw it, the ball would just drop down. So you got to fully follow through to get the maximum energy like that. That was pretty good there. He still needs to stay down a little bit more, as he'll watch this later. The talking to yourself thing too, that's not good. You just got to be like mindless. Way too much English too. Yep, see that? Can't use a lot of English when your fundamentals are shaky and you're nervous. You got to go back to center ball. Ernesto does not have a shot, so that's another symptom of an anxiety player. He's going through a lot of. Now see, Matt's not looking at the table. He's over there talking to himself, shaking his head.
Frustrated.
Yeah, that's a telltale sign of he's not going to get out of this match unless he changes that now. Takes a deep breath and gets calm. Here's where you go to the bathroom, wash your hands, put some water on your face, fix your hair, take a deep breath.
Kind of reset.
Absolutely. When you're like this, because he still can get in it. He's still in the game. It's only 4-2. So.
I don't know, but I'm digging his orange shoes and shirt combo.
Man, I
just
love
noticed
the outfit.
shoes, too.
I didn't see the shoes. I love the outfit, though.
Sweet.
I know. This guy's like totally my style.
Orange shirt, orange shoes, and he's not making the orange ball, unfortunately.
Yep. Yeah, I do like those shoes. That's nice.
I'm going to bring Ernesto back to the table here.
I wonder if he's one of them guys that has like 90 pairs of shoes. Hollywood's like that. He got all kind of shoes for all different outfits. All right, Ernesto. Good shot. It's so easy to commentate on Ernesto. He didn't quite. You can tell these guys are both a little rusty this morning. Ernesto just happens to have the edge, I think. As we hit the 1 hour mark here. Man, yeah, he jumped up too. These guys are like scratching their heads. Yeah, these guys both need to take a little break. It's like when your gas tank, when you're out of gas, you go to the gas station. I mean, it's just what you do. These are the top players in the world. They know when they need to take a break. They know, they recognize these signs. That's how I learned this stuff. Good shot, good shot. It looks like he's slowed down his roll a little bit, so that's good. He's out of the last rack, into this rack. See how he hits this ball. Stayed down well, fairly well. I can't tell on this camera, but his head looks like it's turning beet red. Let's see on another camera. Oh yeah, he's getting red, boy. He's getting red. That's how Larry Neville used to get, man. They taught him tomato. Head looked like a tomato.
Sneak that 8-ball in there, so.
That's a shot that Ernesto could maybe miss this ball. But it's a little far away from the pocket. He's just going to hit. I don't like that he didn't go over and look at the area, but Ernesto's a great player, so he's a field player. Nice.
Very nice.
He went in through the back. That's fine. Good shot. He's just going to have to take a little longer shot on the 9, which is fine. This is like an Ernesto shot here. Using inside English. It's good to avoid the scratch. Beauty.
Ernesto now leading 5 games to 2 in this race to 7.
That was a huge rack, man. That was a huge rack. See if he can take a little bit of speed off his break and start making balls. If you're just joining us, which I'm sure hundreds of people are.
Live coverage.
We're at the U.S. Amateur Championships.
Strokers Palm Harbor.
I'm Alvin with Inside Pool.
And I'm Jason Bowman with the APA.
And we're really glad to be here with everybody.
See how we did that?
Yeah, we're watching a match with Ernesto Bayaua.
And Matt Goretzka.
All right. Ernesto is going to break off here in rack number 8. Stevie, we got to give a shout out to Steve Alejandro, our man that wears many hats at the APA. I don't even know what to call him. What's his title? Mega Dude?
I don't know. Right now he's
Superboy?
got a headset on.
Yeah, he can't hear us. Superboy? I know I like his new short haircut.
It only took me 3 years to get him to cut it.
He said I scolded him at one of the tournaments, and that's why he changed it.
All right, again, this is a race to 7 at the tables. Matt Goretzka, Matt trailing by 3 games.
3 years to get me to cut it.
He's got a delay. He hears us minutes after we make the comment, which is kind of fun.
Ball in hand foul there.
All right. Hurry. I was going to say, can you put it on this one? Oh. Okay. Ohio State on the other one. No, I don't care about football.
Ernesto surveying the scene here.
Got a shout out to Rolando, the house man here.
He's
Beautiful
playing in the
this
event this year, right? He
Yeah,
qualified
he just
this
won
year.
on the. We just recorded him winning against Larry. I'm not sure what Larry's last name is. Really nice guy I met. Ernesto is shooting at the 4 in the side. The Problem ball is only the 9 ball in this rack. So he's got enough opportunities to get to it properly. Yeah, he's calmed down. Ernesto knows how to, he's sweating like crazy too, but he knows how to slow down a little bit and force yourself, because man, them nerves, man. Nerves are everything. I've gone into play and I just can't play because of coffee or whatever.
It's always interesting dynamic too to see what a player chooses to kind of consume throughout a match, whether it's alcohol or coffee or water.
Yeah.
Or everybody's got a little bit different speed and a little bit different thing, but
yep, I've seen
it's
it
kind
all.
of interesting to see how they choose to
Yep.
control the nerves.
Oh yeah. He's playing them nice and easy. The cloth's brand new, so it's going to roll really slick. Until the felt starts, the nap starts taking.
Ernesto pockets the 9 ball and is now on the hill. Needs just one more game here to advance.
When their hands go down on the table to put their bridge on the table, it digs up the fibers on the cloth from their hands, believe it or not, and it raises them up, and that'll start letting the ball catch spins more easier and not slide so much. So that's why after about day 3, out of cloth is really good of nonstop play. It's all, every area of the table is fluffed up and ready to go. So we should be seeing that by the end of the day today, we should be seeing not so many slides, not so many missed balls. End of the evening, excuse me. Hitting them too hard. Ernesto's on the hill, so this is going to be a very important shot to see how the rest of the rack goes. See how he reacts to this. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. I don't think Mark's going to be very upset with that shot. That was a well-played safety, and there's no, even if Ernesto jumps this ball, there's really no pocket he can put the ball in. He can hope to, he might be able to slide by. Let me take a look at this other camera. Nope, there's no going by that 4 ball. He's just going to have to Hail Mary, jump it, and hope something good happens kind of shot. The circus shot, we call it. He didn't end up too bad, really.
No.
He didn't end up too bad. But Mark plays pretty good safety, so I look for him to play a really, really good safety here. Well played. Ooh, he shot at this ball. Man, I'll never shoot at that ball. He just wants this over with. That's what it is. Yeah, he's shaking his head, talking to his friend up there. That's another thing you don't want to do. Keep your focus. Like Ralph Souquet, man, he will look at nothing but that table. If he's in his chair, he's either looking at his lap with his hands crossed, or he's looking at the table. He never looks at the TV, never looks at another table, ever. He's completely immersed in this match. Little tip for you there. Next week's APA League, when you show up to play, see how focused you can stay in your match and onto the table, and I guarantee you'll make more balls. Work on all these things. Work on, you know, your emotional state. When you're missing balls, how are you reacting? How's that affecting your nerves? How's that affecting the next shot? Your teammates depend on you to stay calm and get the win. So start controlling your emotions and not let your emotions, you know, it's like they always say, never let them see you sweat.
Sure.
My cousin's an executive chef. He taught me that, man. And the whole world could be blowing up around him, and you'd never know what he was thinking. It's mastermind level right there. So bring that to your game. Beauty. And that'll wrap it up as long as he doesn't scratch, which he doesn't.
Ernesto
Yes.
Bayaua.
Matt is
Moving
not
on.
happy.
7-2 victory.
Moving
Matt Goretzka.
Come back next year.
We're going to take a short break,
Yes,
regroup,
we are, Jason.
and
Thank you so
we'll
much.
have more coverage coming at you here. Next round, noon.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We'll be there. U.S. Amateur Championships, poolplayers.com, USAmateurChampionships.com.